Hi everyone, if you like what I do, then be sure to hit that subscribe button and consider checking out my Patreon. Enjoy the video. While some stories chart the long history of Terraria, going into great detail about heroes and villains who struggle over the course of millennia, some stories are much more condensed, telling a far more focused tale on a particular aspect of Terraria, even though the large-scale myths and legends are exciting and extravagant. It is, after all, the small touches that make a world what it really is. By the lizards long ago, however, the terrain can be extremely dangerous. Right, time to die. During the early years of Terraria, wars raged endlessly across the land, their many battles leading to uncountable casualties. In their aftermath, the bodies of the dead were merely dumped into massive ravines and the chasms of the underground, or into the sparkling seas encircling the mainland. Regardless of their past conflicts, the three great kingdoms of Terraria, dubbed by outsiders as the kingdoms of the Hammer, Archmagus, and the Rifle respectively, agreed that this method of disposing of their bodies was not only filthy, but disrespectful to the dead. For the first time in their existence, the kingdoms came together, their architects tasked with building a massive mausoleum-like structure to honor the warriors who died in their never-ending battles. The tentative peace that the project had ushered in was never destined to last though, for not too long after, the kingdom's architects began to disagree on their plans, each wanting the structure to be of their own culture, and would soon lead to heated arguments, and eventually a split that would segregate the structure, a place becoming known as the dungeon. Now committed to their different design philosophies, the Kingdom of the Hammer built their section from bricks, the Kingdom of the Archmagus constructed theirs from slabs, and the Kingdom of the Rifle with tiles. After construction of the mighty necropolis was complete, the fallen bodies were retrieved and gradually delivered to the structure, with each kingdom's warriors assigned to watch over their own areas. In time, the great kingdoms would pass out of memory, but their mighty construct and the bodies inside would remain. That was until such a time that interference from the devotees to the cult of the moon accidentally bestowed magic upon the dungeon, causing the age-old bodies to rise from their crypts. The undead, however, were loyal to none, and grew to form a culture not too different from the many races of the overworld, eventually building a society of their very own. Upon learning of the undead, the cultists fled from the dungeon, fearing what strength they may hold, but they vowed to return upon the foretold destruction of their sun idol. After experimenting with the creation of an overcharged purity of sorts, one that could defend itself from any threat, the Dryads managed to form the Hollow. Immediately though, they came to understand the danger of it, as many of their kind quickly fell to its charms, vanishing into this new biome, never to be found. After this, they would fiercely defend its border, not allowing anyone to enter, but ultimately their efforts would be futile. On one fateful day, a young woman of unknown name or origin managed to slip between the warding gaze of the Dryads. Upon entering the Hollow, she quickly fell into a daze, becoming instantly charmed by the land, its essence enthralling her. Everything she encountered in that wondrous place, she managed to befriend, and eventually she felt as though the Hollow itself was becoming a friend, someone she had known for years, an intimate confidant, and soon enough, it came to the point where she felt herself beginning to merge with the Hollow, its touch changing her appearance and warping her mind. She didn't care though, and started to believe that everyone should experience the Hollow, even if they didn't want to. Her obsession progressed so far that she came to feel that anyone not wanting to see the Hollow did not even deserve to exist and should be erased completely. Feeling the power of light grow within her, fueled by the one true light source, the sun, she welcomed her new abilities and struck out at the Dryads guarding her land. She would make quick attacks at first, breaching the Dryads' defenses during the day, before retreating to hide away while her powers were diminished at night. Many fell in the attacks, becoming naught but food for the fantastical fauna of the Hollow, but nonetheless the Dryads fought the best they could, striking back during the daily attacks. The legions of unicorns and radiant slimes brought forth were relentless though, swiftly killing the weaker Dryad forces, leaving the rest of a twisted young woman now become Empress of Light. The Dryads needed a plan, a way to seal the Empress away with their own power. It was something they were sure was possible, but getting close enough to her was the problem. Then there was the realization of her weakness, the fact that she was reliant on the power of the sun. They decided to attack at night, quickly surprising the dormant Empress and sealing her away before she knew what was happening. Against all odds, the plan succeeded, but a new problem quickly surfaced, for the seal was fragile, powered like the Empress herself by the light of the sun. While it was indestructible during daytime, as soon as the night fell, it manifested as a delicate butterfly, easily killed and easily used to set free the wrathful Empress. But then the Great Wars came, and in time, the light itself would be sealed away, imprisoning along with it the Hollow and its majestic tyrant queen, possibly forever. Thank you for watching everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video. The stories in this episode were originally written by KingRowlett GreenShirt and submitted as part of Rational Gamers Your Lore initiative. Because of the quality of the submissions, I would love to see more of what you have, so if you've written some of your own Terraria lore and want to see it on the channel, then send it on through to contactrationalgamers@gmail.com. Remember to subscribe to see more of your lore, support the channel on Patreon and as a channel member, and other than that, have a great day.